Hey guys, what's going on? Kevlar here with another modded Minecraft Project Ozone 2. Let's get down to business today, and I think what we're going to be doing today is I think we're going to be trying to go to space today. Um, Another thing, if I crouch, my eyebrows pop out, so that's pretty funny. But let's head down and let's check out a few things that I've been doing. I have this storage module tier 1, and what that's used for is the ME storage systems. These right here. And they don't stack on top of each other, it's just a one item. So I've started to collect these because I know I'm going to be using a lot of them once we get the system going. Some other stuff we've done before we kind of get down to business is upgraded our lava sort of generation. And we've put blazing pyrotheum, and it makes the cobblestone melt 300 times faster. And then I've just put a little cobblestone framework here to fill these. Um, so yeah, I've also taken out this block breaker because it was causing a block update on the ID the side of the block. So it was causing a little more lag, and I've also tried to clean up a little bit of the stuff around here. Um, Messed up again a little bit by putting one of these emerald storage upgrades on this, and so it's been kind of running nonstop. We're almost up. I think it's 26,000 that it needs to get to, so 18,000. So we're pretty close to this filling up completely, and then this one I think has 2 in it. This one has 3. This one has 4, and then this one has all 5 in it. So it'll be a while before this fills all the way up. So we might be experiencing a little bit of lag, but I've tried to clean up some of this stuff over here. Mob system's doing better. I've actually gone ahead and I've made a new mob system near our new main base. So let's over here. I haven't done anything over here, but let's check out the main base. What's going on here? So I've added in some chests here for it says neutron compressor, neutron collector. All right, we're gonna need to be collecting supplies for those. That's kind of the next big thing. I've gone into the last millennium and I've set up a couple of these drawers. So we have our fluix, our quartz, our redstone, and our certus, and I've also done iron so that we have, iron once we get the ME system. But eventually this will be pretty big with a bunch of these drawers all over the place with all of the different seeds and all of the different things we can collect. But yeah, we're still not quite ready to make this our permanent base and transfer everything over. But over here, hopefully it's far enough away. Right now we're getting like 60, 50 frames per second, which is all right. And I've tried to keep a lot of the stuff that's going to lower it, like this mob farm, pretty far away. I've chunk loaded this over here, so it should run all the time, but it won't have to block update. Oh, and I don't think this can collect fast enough, so we might need to break this. But it's got twice the amount of spawn areas as the one near the old base. And as you can see, it's still got dirt in there and the cursed earth. So I made these 2 levels and it just wasn't quite enough yet. So I've added 2 more levels, and the cursed earth hasn't spread all of the way yet. But it's working very nicely. So let's go check down what this does. I have our diamond spikes, so it's collecting the mob souls. And here's a mob soul, and here's a trophy. I kind of want to get the creeper trophies for draconium stuff. But here we have 1 mob soul. We got 3 skeletons, 7 zombies, 12 of these, and only 1 witch. But everything else is being collected. We get some more rare drops like these bones. We also get these miniature hearts, so we'll be able to create or fill out our heart canisters over here, which will be really nice, so that we have more. So I might try and do that right before we we head out into space just for a little more comfort for down here. But I think I can add, I think I have 6 yellow ones, so we can get up to 7, and you can only stack them up to 10, so we only need 4 more of these. But each of these canisters, or the next tier of hearts, will cost the previous hearts. So collecting a large amount of these will be good. And then, oh, nice. Here's our first creeper one. So I'm going to leave that in there for now. And we also get a potion of healing. So some of the stuff I'm putting over here into this chest. And this one also has a filter with, whitelisted. These are what this one can collect. And then this one is what it can't collect, which is the same items. So it just puts it into here and then it trashes it. So stuff like... that's in here, like a bow, a helmet, like a shovel, stuff we don't really need or need to collect. I'm just kind of trashing. And then I'm trying to keep some of the other stuff. I could probably trash a lot more things, but we're eventually going to run out of spaces. And this actually might... Oh, this might actually start lagging if I don't figure out a way to get these out. So let me get some of this stuff, try and get some of this stuff set up maybe a little better, and then I'll see you guys back at the main base, and we'll start doing our Galacticraft stuff. So see you there. All right, guys, we're back at the main base. As you can tell by our frames per second being significantly lower, we are going to check our quest book here. We have a couple of unopened ones. So let's open those. So we went to the bug dimension. So we can claim that one. In Delta, I completed this quest. Alright, I'm going to want the hearts. Nah, we'll skip the hearts. The enchanter we've gotten. We can do a bunch more of these. We're going to wait just a little bit longer until we can get a little further. Alright, I think that's it. So in Iota, we need to make the detector and the refinery. Oxygen detector and, yeah, refinery. So let's head into here. Let's check out what's in these good bags. It's a craft reward. Portal gun, alright. I was actually looking for another portal gun. But okay, so we want the refinery. Just the regular one. Compressed steel, housing, diamond wafers. Nice. We can make a ton of these. we don't need to. We just need to make one. And then we need an oxygen detector. Decompressor, oxygen detector. Okay, so we need these oxygen vents. I think we have everything else. Yeah, I don't have these. So we'll make like 8 of them. Because I do believe we're going to need them for some other blocks. Alright, cool. So we have those. Let's check these off. Claim that. Let's claim that. Let's keep going this way. Fuel loader and compressor and collector. Oxygen collector and compressor and fuel loader. Let's do oxygen collector. Ooh, okay, so we need a couple more things. So we already have that. Let's see what the fan. Okay, so let's make like 4 fans. And then we need this. The oxygen concentrator. Oh, and it says we can't make them. I'm wondering what we're missing here. What are these called? Electro-teen ingots. Now we do have them. Tin. Maybe we're missing the tin. Yeah, I think we're missing this. So let's go back to the oxygen collector. And let's create one of these tin canisters, or, a bunch of them. Let's say 10. 10's pretty good. Oops. Oxygen collector. Okay, now we can make a few. We're actually going to need a few of these as well, so I'll make a couple extras. Oxygen collector. Give it a second here. All right, oxygen collector. Need the oxygen compressor. It's not too bad. And then we need the fuel loader. Fuel loader. Okay, this one might be... Yeah, we don't have everything that we need for this. So basic machining. Ooh, okay, so I don't have this machining block. So let's do that. A basic frame, electrical steel, and plastic. So basic machine frame. Let's just make... let's make 2 of them. And then I needed electrical steel, and I needed plastic. All right, cool. Let's head over here, and let's create this block, the factory machine block. So this will take just a second. All right, there we go. 2 factory machine blocks. Let's head back. And let's check out if we can make this now. Fuel loader. Still can't make it. Reactor glass. I'm not sure if I've made this before. Yeah, we have not made reactor glass. So, let's see, is it over here? Reactor glass. Okay, so this might take a second. Let's see what exactly we're going to need for this reactor glass. We need these reactor frames. We just need 4 of them. Ooh, so an atomic alloy and 4 of these. It'll create 4, so we can make 1 of those. Okay, so this should be enough for 1. Still can't do it, eh? I wonder if we're missing the basic fuel. Oops. Basic fuel. No, fluid tanks, we do. Maybe this might be one of those ones that we have to manually put everything in its spot. So let's check that out and let's see if we can get that going. Pressed copper. I may not have compressed copper. Nope, I do. So let's put that in there. 2 reactor glass, 2 machine frames. Yep, there we go. And I think... And cool. So we got 2 fuel loaders. One of these fuel loaders will be for coming back, but I think we're going to be using the draconic dislocator pedestals. So we're going to fly there, and then we're just going to warp back so that we can warp back and forth quickly. But we are going to need to get there first. Let's check out our book now. Let's see. O2 collector. We've done that. Fuel loader. All right, next thing is a launch pad and an O2 sealer. O2, maybe it's oxygen sealer. Whoo, look at all this stuff. Oh, and we do need another basic machine. All right, so I'm gonna have to make some more of this stuff. But let's make the landing or the launch pad. And that'll take block of iron and compressed iron. I'll make 9. So we'll make up a backup copy just in case. Created that. Now the oxygen gear, we need an oxygen mask, oxygen gear, and frequency module. And I've already made a bunch of these heavy oxygen tanks because I had the materials earlier. But oxygen mask. Oh, we don't have enough glass panes. Glass panes. So all we need to do is this. And it's always nice to have, you know, at least one extra of this oxygen mask sort of gear stuff. In case, you know, we die and then we lose all of our stuff. Which would be very unfortunate, but okay, so now we gotta wait for this. So hold on. Alright, so we have our oxygen. Let's go back to here. And we can make 2 of these. Alright. I also think we need a parachute. We actually won't need one, but you know what? Well, I don't know if it'll let us go without the parachute. So I guess we'll just make one just in case. We need the canvas. So we need 3 of those. And the rest is string. And there's our parachute. And then we need that frequency. Oops, frequency. Oh, these are all the frequency. This one, module. Which I believe we have some redstone repeaters on hand. Yep. So again, we'll make up a backup copy just in case. And let's put this stuff on here. So these all go in these spots. Cool. And now if we look at ourselves, we got a little glass helmet on for breathing oxygen in space. I'm sure we need a little more than just a helmet if we were to actually go to space, but that's all right. Let's check our book. We've completed that. Quarter of a heart, chance cube, or reward satchel. Oh, we get all those things. Okay, cool. Okay, so I'm going to have to make the O2 sealer to unlock some of this other stuff, which means I'm going to have to make more basic machine frames. But let's open up our bags we have so far. We have greater, good, and basic. So let's open up the basic bags. Basic bin, iron paxel, yeah. And then let's do the 2 good bags. Okay. Core drill sample, nothing too good. Amulet of growth. And a speed belt. Ooh, this might be kind of cool to go faster. I wonder where we can put it though. No. Oh, goes there. Okay, cool. We go a little faster? Oh, it does seem like we go a little faster. So let me take this speed belt off. Ooh, yeah, significantly. We went significantly faster. So we are definitely going to keep this on. Do we move faster flying too? Ooh, nice. This'll be good. All right, let me go create some of those basic machine frames, and then I'll be back. All right, guys, I've gone and collected 4 more of these machine frames. Let's see if we can make the oxygen sealer. We can. All right, so that is done. Next is we need the NASA workbench. I don't think I have all the supplies for this one. NASA workbench. Okay, so we're missing something. I think maybe we're missing this mnemonic wrench. See if we can just make this. We cannot. See, wait for the orange dye. We have dye seeds, so that should be pretty easy to make. And still we cannot make it. Wonder why we can't make it. Let's check out what this guy was, because I believe I had made some of them. Air canister. Air. Yeah, I've made 2 of these. So I guess maybe we should just manually put it in here. Maybe it's one of those ones that has a hard time just automatically taken out of the inventory. And then we also need compressed iron. Okay, cool. So we have our pneumatic wrench. Now let's see if we can make the NASA workbench. Okay, still not. So maybe again, this is one of the ones we're going to have to manually put in. We do have a basic machine frame. And I believe that's steel, compressed steel. Oh, okay, so that is that is not the recipe. Oh, titanium. Now we do have titanium. Okay, there we go. Nice. All right, NASA workbench. That is awesome. Let's check this out. And we need to make our tier 1 rocket now. Okay, so let me go get some of this stuff kind of set up, and then I'll kind of walk you guys through it. And then maybe we'll be able to launch here in just a little bit. Cool, see you then. Alright guys, we're back. I'm here at our mnemonic little island here, and I've just run some power cables over. This is the oxygen collector, so it's collecting oxygen through like these vents, and it fills this up. And then it puts it into the oxygen compressor, which then can fill these tanks. So I've already filled one tank, and as you can tell, it takes just a little bit of time to fill these up. And then I put the oxygen sealer here. It doesn't do, I don't need this for anything really. So this will just be just a block. Over here, we can put oil in here, and it'll make it into like fuel, but we can also just take our what is this, gasoline? Yeah, gasoline from over here and put it into this, because this is basically gasoline. When you put it into a bucket, it makes it a fuel bucket. So we have that, and let's put down our NASA workbench right here. It's kind of a big block, but now we got to create our so it says next. So right now we have a tier 1 rocket, and I press next. It says add new schematic. So each planet has a boss, and we have to go to that boss, fight it, and then we get a new schematic, and usually, hopefully, we get the next tier rocket. And the game has made it a little easier where it's on the same spot on every planet. So let me get the things for the rocket. Let's check out what the recipe would be for tier 1 rocket. So heavy duty plates, we've already made those. And then rocket fins, nose, rocket engine. Alright, so this is just like steel and more heavy duty plates. This one has the oxygen vent and that stuff. And then the nose is just that. So not too bad. So let me go get all that stuff, and then I'll be back here to make our first rocket, guys. I'm super excited. See you in a second. Alright guys, and we're back, and I think I've collected everything that we need to make the first rocket. So let's put all of our pieces into this, and boom. Tier 1 rocket complete. Let's check out, we need to make a tier 2 rocket. Let's collect this reward. Some other things we got to do is make an airlock, O2 storage module, and get some of these glowstone torches. But I think we're going to kind of skip some of this stuff that we're literally never going to use, and just kind of get right down to the rocket stuff. So let me put. Oh, let's check this out. So I'm carrying this rocket, and it looks like I'm already in the crouched position because it's so heavy. That's funny. All right, so let's put this rocket down. Oops. So I can space to launch. Turn left. Okay, so I think I got in it and then instantly left it. Let's check if it's loading the fuel. it looks, yeah, it looks like it's loading the fuel. So it looks like it might take a little bit for this to fuel up. So let me get back to you guys once we're fully ready to go. Well, I guess before we go, let's check out these bags. Ooh, okay. So this is a full heart, but it's an evil one. It's a craft reward. So if I actually eat this, I will lose a life. So we're just gonna toss that right over the edge along with this chance cube. Let's check these 2 greater bags. Basic bin, zombie generator. Nothing too great. All right. So I'll get back to you guys once once this thing is loaded and ready to go. All right, guys. Before we jump on our rocket and head out for the first time, um, we need to make a charm of dislocation for here. So we'll do that. And this is now bound to the overworld. Cool. So what we're going to do is when we get there, we're going to put this on a pedestal somewhere on the moon. And then we are going to bound the moon to this one. And then when we warp back to this location, we'll put this one right here where it says moon. And I've made one for all the different planets that we'll be going to for right now. So yeah, so that'll be awesome. But I think we're loaded up here. Let me make sure I have everything. We're all good to go. All right. And let's check the fuel. Fuel's all good to go. And let's do it. Guys, I'm so excited. Finally get into space. Finally going to be able to progress further into this modded Minecraft. It's going to be great. We're going to be able to get to the ME applied energistics stuff as soon as we get to, I think, Mars. So that'll be great to start getting into, and then we can start creating processes that will just automatically run. So we say, hey, we want this item, and it'll make it for us. It's going to be a little tough to get set up right away, but once it's set up, it's going to be awesome. We can control this rocket if we wanted to. I don't want to because we may accidentally fly somewhere that we don't want to. So we're just going to keep it going straight. But once we get to the moon, what we need to do from there is find where the dungeon is. Make sure we know exactly where the dungeon is every time. Because it's going to be on every one of the planets going forward from here. The dungeon's always in the same spot. So should be very easy to find so that we can just keep going and get to the next planet. And on each dungeon, you fight a boss. And then that's where you get the next spacecraft. All right, cool. So I believe... So I don't think we can go to any of these. So that's a tier 4, tier 3. Yeah, Mars is even just a tier 2. So we got to go to the overworld. So let's click that. Here we go. And then we want to click the moon. And let's launch to the moon. Oh, nice. Okay, so we have oh, okay. So we are fastly approaching on our moon craft, and I need to slow down our entry velocity, otherwise our thing will explode, which won't be good. It won't really matter, I guess, that much, because we will be doing just the dislocator charms on each of them. But there. All right, cool. And how do we get out of the shift? Nice. Can we get rid of this? Oh, don't want to lose those things. Okay, nice. So we have our rocket, and then ideally we would want our fuel loader. We would want power and some other stuff. So, whoops for not having that stuff, but that's perfectly okay. So this is the moon, guys. Let's head down a little bit. Let's try and make a little bit of a safe spot here underneath. Ooh, one thing I did forget is torches don't work up here because normal torches, obviously require oxygen to burn, and there's no oxygen here. So let's put our pedestal down though. Let me, this one's unbound. So let's bound this to this location. Cool, and now it says it's bound to the moon. So this one's bound to the overworld. So we will put this one on the pedestal. And let's click it. See if we head back. Alright guys, we are back. Straight here, right where we left off from our base. Let's put the moon one on the moon pedestal. And let's go actually make some torches just real quick at the main base. So we'll head into here, grab our torches, and we need glowstone torches right here. We'll actually need a full stack of it to complete this one. Nice. Cool, let's check out what's in our bag real quick. Glowstone walls, cool. Alright, put some moon dirt in there. Alright guys, so I'm going to head back to the moon. I'll meet you guys there. And then I'll try and find the dungeon. Alright guys, we're back. The moon's kind of cool. You can actually see all of your footprints. I think these eventually go away if you walk further than the amount of steps. Like there's a certain number of steps where it will stop going. But if I turn my jetpack off here and I just kind of run and then jump, yeah, there's 0 G or less gravity, significantly less than on the Earth. So we can jump a lot further, which is great. I've put a little beacon here so we know every time where stuff is. And let's just head off into this direction. What we're looking for is kind of like a big crater, something like this, but that continues to go straight down. That's where the dungeon will be. Ooh, kind of like this. Actually, no, it's not this, because this starts to curve. It will go straight down. So let me fly around a little bit and see if I can find one of the dungeons. So I'll be right back. Nice, cool guys. I think I found it. So we're not too far away. At 221 and negative 1061. So that's cool. We also need to get, I don't know if there's any ores on this. Maybe I'll dig down afterwards. We do need some cheese for one of the the quests that we need. We need to say cheese. Yeah, we need a block of cheese. But I'm not sure if there is any. I think Dash is on Mars. But let's go down here and let's check this out. So it's a little dangerous. There's a lot of mobs. So let's try and quickly light this up. Run in here. Oh, okay. So it's going to be a little dangerous at first, guys, because we have a bunch of spawners. But we will be able to, as long as we don't get stuck. Should be pretty easy. And we're going to actually need these spawners. So we're going to try and save these. I have to look out though, because sometimes when you get rid of the spawners, they spawn a ton of, whatever was there. Yeah, and these are what torches look like up in here. They're just like unlit. So let's get rid of these creepers. Get rid of that guy real quick. Get rid of this. Okay, so sometimes I can't quite make it. As long as we don't have any John Cena creepers. But I've heard the zombies go really fast in here as well. So let's just keep going through this together, I guess. try and experience it all at the same time. Let's get over here. Let's get this spawner out of the way. I need to collect these because we can eventually turn these into powered spawners or spawners that work with some of our draconic evolution stuff, which will be awesome to have. Alright, this room looks fairly simple. Let's get rid of this guy. Run over here. Get rid of that one. Alright, let's keep going. See down the hall. Ooh, okay. What is this? Alright, nothing of value, but a free room without mobs to try and kill us. Oh, okay. So we need to find the like centermost room in this building, and that's where the boss will be. And hopefully this dungeon has all of the things in it that we need. There's going to be some dungeons that just don't have all of the right materials that you need, which really suck. Because then you have to spend more time finding, you know. Okay, cool. So this is the dungeon. We found it. Should be a one hit kill with our awesome crossbow. There we go. Killed him. One shot. Nothing too bad at all. And I believe this one does have a dungeon. So this is going to be awesome. Let's get the key. Let's get rid of some of these blocks we don't really need. Pick up some of this other stuff. Alright. Here's the moment of truth, guys. Does this room... Looks like it does. Alright, so it has a treasure chest. But does this treasure chest have what we need? Check it out. And... Tier 2 rocket. Yes, this is exactly what we need to make the second rocket. This is awesome, guys. So I believe every other planet from here will have these exact same specs. So it will have the next NASA one in there. And I wonder if I can get rid of this block. I don't think I can. So the easiest way to get out of here currently is just to go straight up and mine all the way up. So let's get some of this glowstone for some extra glowstone pieces. So we have some torches, and let's get on out of here. Oh, all right, guys, we're out. That was fairly easy. So let's start flying back over towards our base. Oh, what is this? This was not here earlier. How did I miss this stuff? Apparently there's villagers and stuff here. Or alien villager. I don't think you can do anything with these guys. I wonder if you can soul capture them. I guess this mod is still kind of being built. So some of this stuff might be implemented later. But currently it doesn't do anything. Yeah, this is pretty cool, guys. Before we get all the way back over to our home base here, let's dig straight down and see what kind of ores we can get. So we're going to go until we're hungry, eat some epic bacon, and let's continue downward. So we're going to take rid of some of the first couple of layers before we get down to hungry to vein mine. Cool, let's go down, and this should take, I think this will take us all the way to the bottom to hungry to vein mine again. Let me vein mine all the way down, and then I'll get back to you guys. Alright guys, we've made it all the way down. I think I'm just seeing some regular ores here. Copper, tin. Yeah, so I think what we're just looking for are these ones, the cheese ore. Let's get rid of the moon dirt. See if we can get this. Did we get it? Nope. Oh, did we? I can't tell. I don't think we did. So now it's going to be a little impossible to find. Let's find another piece. Oh, there it is. Nice. All right. So there we go. Cheese ore. And I think we're going to need quite a bit of this. But as long as I have one for now, I think that's really all that I'm going to need. So let's fly back. Head down. And then the other thing I had to keep an eye on was this. So I'm almost out of one whole one. I had a whole nother one and I had 2 extras left. So if I would have spent any more time here, that would have not been so great. All right, we're back. And let's go put away some of our findings. So over here in the NASA workbench, we're going to go over to it. We're going to go next, schematic, unlock schematic, and back tier 2 rocket. So now we can build the tier 2 rocket, which as you can see, it's going to take a couple extra pieces. So luckily I've been collecting a lot of this stuff, including some of the meteoric iron. So this next rocket shouldn't be too hard to make. So let's go throw some of our stuff into our storage system. Alright guys, I've dropped off some of the stuff, and let's take some of these heavy duty plates here, and next rocket, oh shoot, next rocket, and let's try and make this tier 2 rocket while we're here. I've gone and made the boosters. The rocket fins are the same. The rocket engine in the bottom is the same, and this is the same. Nice. Tier 2 rocket. Let's get our launch pad. Whoops. That's not where that one goes. And make sure this is tier 2. Nice. It's a little bigger, and it looks like it's got these rocket things on them, and it's beginning to fuel. But guys, that's going to do it for today's episode. We've gotten into Galacticraft. We've gotten into space. I think next episode we're going to be trying to just work our way through as many of the planets as we can, so that the following episode we can, start doing all of our ME stuff, which is really what I would like to get into, because that's going to create a lot of our processes and make things a lot easier for us here. So yeah, so thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!